Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I am Corinne Wong, Council Member of the Law Society of Hong Kong. It is my honor to be the MC of the morning session of today's conference. On behalf of the Law Society of Hong Kong, I would like to welcome you all to the 5th Belt and Road Conference, which is part of the Hong Kong Legal Week 2022. The Law Society of Hong Kong has been organizing an international Belt and Road Conference in Hong Kong since 2017 to serve as a platform for professional exchanges among legal practitioners. Building on the success of the Belt and Road Conference held by the Law Society in the past 5 years, this 5th Belt and Road Conference, entitled Metaverse and Money on the Belt and Road, will explore the vast opportunities brought to the legal industry by the rise of Metaverse and the increasing use of digital currency, and discuss whether we can together identify and overcome the legal, regulatory, and geopolitical barriers hindering growth. With much delight, the conference today is well received by over 1,400 participants from the legal, technology, and financial sectors from 37 jurisdictions. Today, we are much honored to have the Honorable Paul LAM Ting-kwok, SBS, SC, JP, Secretary for Justice of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China. Mr. FANG Jianming, Deputy Commissioner, Office of the Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. And Mr. CM Chan, President of the Law Society of Hong Kong. We also have the distinguished speakers from government bodies and lawyers' associations, as well as legal elites, business leaders, and professionals from all over the world to share their profound insights on this ever-growing initiative. Without further ado, may we now first invite Mr. CM Chan, President of the Law Society of Hong Kong, to extend a warm welcome to all the participants. Mr. Chan, please.
Secretary for Justice, Deputy Commissioner FANG Jianming, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Law Society of Hong Kong, the 5th Belt and Road Conference. With the gradual easing of challenges posed by the pandemic, and in particular, the further steps recently taken by Hong Kong to resume normality, the Belt and Road Initiative means more important than ever. Because, as you know, it promotes connectivity, convergence, and collaboration. Despite the geopolitical tensions, soaring inflation, and weakening global economy, this Belt and Road spirit will help keep us going as we work our way out. Lawyers' role is indispensable in the drafting, enforcement, and resolution of disputes in relation to trade or investment contracts along the Belt and Road. Taking China as an example, from 2013 to 2021, China signed new infrastructure contracts worth $1.8 billion with countries along the Belt and Road. With our common law tradition, legal expertise, dispute resolution experience, and international perspectives, Hong Kong lawyers can provide effective support for investors. Thanks to the organizing committee, the theme of today's conference, Metaverse and Money on the Belt and Road, is very well chosen. In my opinion, in that both Metaverse and money play pivotal roles in trade and investments, financial integration, facilitates connectivity and cultural exchange, which are some of the major areas of the Belt and Road opportunities. Over 5 billion people have gone online. The world is moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0, in which blockchain technologies and token-based economies allow ownership and transferability of data and assets under one's own control. Metaverse is typically described as a universal, immersive convergence of our physical and digital lives, facilitated by the use of virtual reality and augmented reality, creating a unified virtual community where we can work, play, relax, transact, and even socialize. The morning sessions of today's conference will bring together lawyers, entrepreneurs, policy advisors, and diplomats to form two very distinguished panels. With their abundant experience and professional insights, they will address the question of how we protect the metaverse from the challenges I have just mentioned. Through their discussion and exploration, we can share their vision of what kind of metaverse we wish to build and share along the Belt and Road, and possibly the idea of a metaverse with Belt and Road characteristics. Turning to a common denominator for all jurisdictions along the Belt and Road, money. Ages ago, gold and silver traveled along the Silk Road. Nowadays, along the Belt and Road, what we are trying to construct are robust, secure, and swift monetary coordination and bilateral financial cooperation for the building of facilities and facilitation of cross-border investments. The trade potential along the Belt and Road is enormous. The Belt and Road economies account for 62% of the world population and 31% of the world GDP and 33% of world trade. If we focus on trade volume between China and countries along the Belt and Road from 2013 to 2021, it expanded 73% from $1.04 trillion to $1.8 trillion. In my view, for all the Belt and Road jurisdictions to overcome the current global economic challenges and enjoy a sustainable and a successful share of the benefits, connectivity is essential. As trade and investment and facilities building are being promoted along the Belt and Road, people have naturally started discussing whether there should be a new global currency to reduce barriers to trade. To cite an example of such initiatives, earlier this year, a Metaverse industry group in China signed a strategic partnership with a digital bank. Apart from fostering cooperation with Belt and Road participants, the two sides will jointly explore a new digital finance and trade ecosystem and interconnect China's economy with the world digital economy through blockchain. Speaking of Hong Kong's unique financial role, I'd like to cite a quote from last week's Global Financial Leaders Investment Summit held in Hong Kong. Mr. Yi Gang, Governor of the People's Bank of China, told the attendees here in Hong Kong that, quote, Hong Kong has great potential in deepening connections with the mainland financial market, financing and investing under the Belt and Road Initiative, fintech and green finance, and Hong Kong is already a high-quality capital market. So for China's economic growth, we need Hong Kong, end of quote. Just 2 months ago, Canada's Fraser Institute again ranked Hong Kong the world's freest economy. Our robust economy, supported by the legal profession, remains as strong as ever. Hong Kong's legal sector actually goes hand in hand with the finance sector to facilitate cross-border trade and investments along the Belt and Road. With the issues relating to designating a new global currency, the role and use of cryptos and digital currencies, lawyers always play a crucial role in addressing payment issues, digital assets, negotiating and contracts, and of course, resolving mishaps. This afternoon, lawyers, financial leaders, think tank, and government officials will share with us their insights on how to address these monetary issues along the Belt and Road. If you take a world map view, with its inherent strategic geographic location in the Asia-Pacific region, Hong Kong is the main gateway to mainland China and is well placed to connect to with the rest of the world. At the meeting celebrating the 25th anniversary of Hong Kong's return to the motherland on the 1st of July 2022, President Xi Jinping underscored the Central People's Government's full support of Hong Kong in maintaining the common law system, being one of its distinctive advantages. More importantly, he confirmed that the principle of one country, two systems must be adhered to in the long run. This means that our legal system, including the independent judiciary, as well as law and practice familiar to the international commercial community, shall and will continue, thereby dispelling any doubts about the future of Hong Kong. This year marks, of course, the 25th anniversary of the establishment of the Hong Kong SAR. I'm glad to share with you that this conference is accredited by the Hong Kong government as one of its celebration events. This year, of course, also marks the 115th anniversary of the Law Society of Hong Kong. As president of the Law Society of Hong Kong, I'm proud to say that we have now grown into a 13,000 member strong professional body. Hong Kong lawyers, with some of them also having qualified in other jurisdictions, including most recently the Greater Bay Area, are well trained to provide a wide range of legal services, acting as a one-stop shop for businesses interested in investing in Greater Bay Area and along the Belt and Road. There are almost 1,500 registered foreign lawyers from 34 jurisdictions, adding diversity to the range of legal services to cater for the needs of local and international clients. Before I close, on behalf of the Law Society of Hong Kong, I must express my sincere gratitude to the Department of Justice of the Hong Kong government for their assistance in our organization of the conference as part of the Legal Week 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the Belt and Road cannot be built in one day, but platforms for professional exchange of knowledge and experience, of which this conference is an example, can certainly lay bricks for and cement the building of this inclusive and visionary initiative. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Mr. Chen. Please be seated. May we now invite the Honorable Paul LAM Ting-kwok, SBS, SC, JP, Secretary for Justice of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China, to give his opening address. Mr. Lam, please.
Mr. President CM Chan, Deputy Commissioner Fang, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to join all of you here today. And firstly, I must thank the Law Society of Hong Kong for the support to the Hong Kong Legal Week and for organizing this Belt and Road Conference. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, leads the world to common development, bring immense opportunities and progress to the global community. And since its inception, the BRI has been joined by over 140 countries and 30 international organizations, serving as the largest platform for international cooperation. From 2013 to 2021, the total volume of trade of goods between China and other Belt and Road countries was nearly 11 trillion, while two-way investment exceeds $230 billion. Annual trade volume between China and other countries along the Belt and Road expand 73% from $1.04 trillion to $1.8 trillion. And new infrastructure contracts valued at $1.08 trillion were entered during the same period. Now, innovation is always at the heart of the BRI. Latest technologies like the Metaverse, blockchain, and the digital currencies have strong potential for use in the BRI. And China is at the forefront in encouraging the use of technologies in this respect. In his speech in November 2020, President Xi called on the support for a digital Silk Road and to promote digital connectivity, while at the same time he pledged to further deepen cooperation and promotion in this regard. However, the emergence of new technologies are associated with risks. For instance, the use of blockchain technology, crypto, and digital currencies might give rise to risks such as money laundering or even terrorist financing. A robust legal and regulatory framework is therefore imperative for the healthy and sustainable development of these technologies in the Belt and Road context. I believe the panel discussion later this morning will generate further insights to the further discussion, which, as I understand, took place in the Mediation Conference 2022 held earlier in May, where possible legal issues and pitfalls brought by novelties like Metaverse, cryptocurrencies, and the role of mediation in resolving related disputes have been actively considered. I look forward to the insightful discussions on the necessary legal reforms and developments in the Metaverse and digital space, as well as the impact of cybercrime, defamation, and misinformation. The development of digital economy within the Belt and Road will assist cross-border payment, thereby facilitating trade and investment. Our nation itself has already comprehensively developed a sophisticated cashless economy, with the two leading cashless platforms having a total of about 2.1 billion users. China is also actively implementing blockchain-based digital universal currency via BRI. I therefore look forward to the two dedicated sessions after lunch discussing the feasibility of establishing new global currency and digital assets to facilitate international trade. Taking this opportunity, I would like to share with you Hong Kong's experience, as well as its unique edge in serving as a leading international legal hub for legal deal-making and dispute resolution services. Now, being at the forefront of transiting into a digital economy, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority is engaging in 3 central bank digital currency-related projects: the digital yuan, the MCBDC Bridge project, and the electronic Hong Kong dollar at present. The Hong Kong's latest initiative in digital currencies will further strengthen Hong Kong's leading role as a premier deal-making hub, providing more flexibilities to international investors and traders. The use of legal technology, or law tech in short, provide more efficient and cost-effective to resolve dispute, which in turn further enhance access to justice. Hong Kong's development of law tech has been internationally recognized. In April 2020, Hong Kong opted into the APEC Collaborative Framework for Online Dispute Resolution of Cross-Border Business-to-Business Disputes, which promote the use of online negotiation, mediation, and arbitration by micro, small, and medium enterprises in resolving business-to-business disputes. IBRAM Center, an indigenous online dispute resolution service provider, has launched the APEC Online Dispute Resolution Procedure Rules tailor-made for the framework last year. In May this year, IBRAM was listed as the first and only ODR service provider from Hong Kong under the APEC ODR framework. And on 24th of October this year, quite recently, IBRAM has officially launched its online arbitration and online mediation platform. IBRAM also plans to introduce an online deal-making platform towards the end of this year. Now, all these significant achievements show Hong Kong's devotion to the development of law tech for the betterment of the Asia-Pacific region and beyond. For the local community, the government supports the legal and dispute resolution sector to make use of online platforms to enhance their services and operation. And to this end, the Department of Justice provide funding support under the Anti-Pandemic Fund for eligible local legal and dispute resolution service providers to subscribe to the Hong Kong Legal Cloud, which is also launched by IBRAM. The Legal Cloud is equipped with advanced information security technology to provide safe, secure, and affordable data storage service with cloud service hosted locally in Hong Kong. We also take heed of the increasing risk associated with the use of digital assets, and we strive to update our legal framework to address the ever-changing needs of the community and technological advancements. Recently, amendments to the Anti-Money Laundering and Counter-Terrorist Financing Ordinance were introduced, which specifically address the risks to investors and consumers, as well as risks of money laundering and terrorist financing associated with virtual assets. In this connection, a new licensing and regulatory requirement for virtual asset service provider operation will be put in place. It is expected that the related provisions will come into effect in March 2023. Looking forward, the Department of Justice will keep up with the pace and to promote the use of law tech. The Department of Justice has been committed to supporting and promoting the development of an online dispute resolution service platform, enabling the public to gain access to justice at lower cost and with greater convenience. We will seek to implement and promote a standard online mediation platform for the Greater Bay Area to provide Hong Kong and also mainland residents with an online option for resolving cross-border disputes that is both time and cost effective, and thereby promoting the extensive use of mediation in the GBA. Hong Kong has always received staunch support from the Central People's Government, and at the same time also benefited by having a very close connection with the world market. President Xi recently stressed that the Central People's Government fully supports Hong Kong to preserve our common law system. He confirmed that the principle of one country, two systems must be adhered to in the long run. It's therefore clear that our common law legal system, as well as a highly regarded independent judiciary acclaimed by the international business community and foreign investor, will be continued in the long run. This year, we witnessed the establishment of the Asian African Legal Consultative Organization, ALCO, Hong Kong Regional Arbitration Center, in our legal hub. The ALCO Hong Kong Center will act as a coordinating agency in the ALCO dispute settlement system, aiming to promote the growth and effective functioning of arbitration institutions and other alternative dispute resolution services, and as well as to promote the wider application of various ADR rules within the Asian Pacific region, and to provide facilities for ADR services, and to provide assistance in the enforcement of arbitral awards. In our legal hub, there are a number of other international legal and dispute resolution organization institutions. For example, the Hague Conference on Private International Law Regional Office of Asia and the Pacific, the Charter Institute of Arbitrators, East Asia Branch, etc. This demonstrates the confidence placed by the international legal and dispute resolution community in Hong Kong. We will continue to attract other international legal and dispute resolution institutions to establish their presence here. More recently, it was announced that the preparatory office will be set up in the Hong Kong SAR to commence work towards the establishment of the International Organization for Mediation, which will be an international intergovernmental organization to provide friendly, flexible, economical, and efficient mediation services for international disputes. This is done pursuant to a joint statement jointly drafted and signed by the People's Republic of China and various foreign states. This again demonstrates the strong confidence of the international community trust the rule of law in Hong Kong, and the staunch support of the Central People's Government for Hong Kong to become a leading center for international legal and dispute resolution services. Hong Kong has a deep and diverse pool of legal and dispute resolution professionals who are mostly multilingual, with many of them legally qualified in multiple jurisdictions. Hong Kong has been continuously ranked among the top 5 preferred seats of arbitration globally since 2015. Well, it was ranked the 3rd most preferred seat for arbitration worldwide in the 2021 International Arbitration Survey released by the Queen Mary University in London. The arbitration order in Hong Kong is also modeled on the UNCITRAL model law, which is familiar to the international business community. Hong Kong enjoys the unique advantage as the only jurisdiction outside the mainland within our country where parties to arbitral proceedings will be able to apply to mainland courts for interim measures. No doubt the availability and enforceability of interim measures reinforces Hong Kong's attractiveness as a choice of seat of arbitration. Hong Kong is committed to improving its legal and dispute resolution regime continuously to cater for the diversified needs of different dispute resolution users. In response to the growing market demand for flexible funding options for arbitration, the government has been bringing forth supportive measures to facilitate arbitration users. In 2019, we have amended the arbitration ordinance to clarify that third-party funding of arbitration is allowed here. This year, we have introduced outcome-related fee structure for arbitration to provide potential arbitration users with additional funding options through diversified fee structures for arbitration. The officer fee arrangement may be entered between lawyers and clients that can best accommodate their financial and risk management needs. The Officer Amendment Ordinance 222 lays the framework for the officer, particularly by providing that certain arrangements under this agreement and this regime are not prohibited by the common law doctrines of maintenance or chimity. Subsidiary legislation will be enacted to provide a more detailed regulatory framework and safeguard in order to further protect the interests of arbitration users. Indeed, the Legislative Council has been briefed about the draft rules just this Monday. It's hoped that the officer regime will be fully implemented by the end of this year. With the officer regime in place, Hong Kong will be in line with other major arbitral seats worldwide where similar fee arrangements are permissible. In the recently concluded 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China, President Xi reiterated China's commitment to accelerate a new development pattern, pursuing high-quality development, and pledging the promotion of a high-standard opening up and high-quality development of the BRI. Hong Kong possesses distinct and unmatched advantages in the provision of legal and dispute resolution services to support the high-quality and innovative development of the BRI. Undoubtedly, Hong Kong will continue to flourish as the prime platform for entrepreneurs, technical experts, and practitioners to capitalize on the immense opportunities provided by the BRI. Last but not the least, I look forward to the upcoming fruitful and discussions and exchanges that we'll all hear today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lam. Please be seated. May we now invite Mr. FANG Jianming, Deputy Commissioner, Office of the Commissioner of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the People's Republic of China in the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, to give his opening address. Mr. FANG, please.
现在有请中华人民共和国外交部驻香港特别行政区特派员公署副特派员方建明先生为我们致开幕词。有请方特派员。
尊敬的林定国司长、陈泽民会长、各位嘉宾、各位朋友，很荣幸受邀出席香港烈士会 第5届“一带一路”论坛。2013年秋天，习近平主席把握全球化发展大势，以高瞻远瞩的战略眼光，提出共建“一带一路”倡议。倡议一经提出，就得到了国际社会的广泛认同和热情参与。历经9年的耕耘，“一带一路”从夯基垒台到落地生根，从立柱架梁到持久发展，成为深受欢迎的国际公共产品和国际合作平台，吸引了149个国家和32个国际组织积极参与。中老铁路、亚万高铁等一大批标志性项目扎实推进，中国与沿线国家的贸易总额累计达12万亿美元，直接投资超过1400亿美元，共建“一带一路”取得了实打实、沉甸甸的成就。中国共产党第20次全国代表大会报告明确指出，在全面建设社会主义现代化强国的伟大进程中，中国将继续推进高水平对外开放，推动共建“一带一路”高质量发展。着眼未来，不少朋友希望了解“一带一路”高质量发展将会继续拓展哪些合作新领域，提供哪些发展新机遇。在此我愿同各位分享几点看法。第一，推进“一带一路”高质量发展，建设健康丝绸之路，建设前景广泛。健康是经济社会发展的基础条件，是促进人的全面发展的必然要求，也是衡量国家可持续发展能力的重要指标。新冠肺炎疫情全球大流行更凸显了国际卫生合作的重要意义。疫情发生以来，中国同31个合作伙伴共同发起“一带一路”疫苗合作伙伴关系倡议，累计向120多个国家和国际组织提供超过22亿剂疫苗，有诺必见，让疫苗真正成为国际公共产品。中国向34个国家派出医疗专家组，向150多个国家和15个国际组织提供抗疫物资，以健康丝绸之路铸就抗疫长城。放眼未来，中方将与各国继续加强在传染病疫情通报、疾病防控、医疗救援、传统医院领域合作，为共建“一带一路”开辟更加广阔的合作空间。第二，推进“一带一路”高质量发展，绿色丝绸之路建设势头强劲。绿色发展是永续发展的必要条件，绿色也是共建“一带一路”的亮丽底色。近年来，绿色丝绸之路建设取得屡屡硕果。中国与合作伙伴发起了“一带一路”绿色发展伙伴关系倡议，加强绿色低碳政策沟通和务实合作协调推进，为绿色丝绸之路建设打造坚实的双支柱。中国承诺不再新建境外煤电项目，率先宣布出资15亿元设立昆明生物多样性基金，为全球生态文明建设做出了重要的贡献。放眼未来，中国欢迎更多国家加入“一带一路”绿色发展伙伴关系倡议，深化绿色基建、绿色能源、绿色投资、 绿色金融等领域合作，持续巩固共建“一带一路”绿色发展格局。第三，推进“一带一路”高质量发展，数字丝绸之路建设未来可期。数字技术是推动发展的重要引擎，为沿线国家经济复苏增长注入了充沛的能量、动能。近年来，中国与共建“一带一路”国家共同把握数字化、网络化、智能化发展机遇，在5G、数字经济、大数据、云计算、移动支付和智慧城市等领域开拓合作，数字丝绸之路建设蓬勃推进。目前，中国已同17个国家签署数字丝绸之路合作谅解备忘录，与23个国家建立丝路电商双边合作机制，与周边国家累计建设34条跨境的陆缆和多条国际的海缆。放眼未来，中国将继续加速推进数字科技赋能“一带一路”，与沿线国家深化数字领域合作伙伴关系，推进境外数字基础设施合作，帮助更多发展中国家弥合数字鸿沟，让数字经济红利更好造福各国人民。第四，推进“一带一路”高质量发展，创新丝绸之路建设机遇无限。创新是引领发展的第一动力，科技创新在“一带一路”建设中始终发挥着重要的支撑作用。截止去年底，中国已同84个国家建立科技合作关系，支持联合研究项目1118项，累计投入29.9亿元，在农业、新能源、卫生健康等领域启动建设53家联合实验室。共建“一带一路”已经成为沿线国家创新发展的新平台。放眼未来，中国将继续实施好科技创新行动计划，加强与伙伴国家在科技人文交流、共建联合实验室、科技园区合作、技术转移等领域合作，不断提升知识产权保护国际合作水平，助力共建国家和科创企业把握发展新机遇，增添发展新动力，拓展发展新空间。女士们、先生们，今年7月，习近平主席在视察香港期间发表了重要的讲话，明确表示中央全力支持香港抓住国家发展带来的历史机遇，主动对接“十四五”规划、粤港澳大湾区建设和“一带一路”高质量发展等国家战略。20大报告系统阐述坚持和完善“一国两制”新理念、新思想和新战略，为推动香港从由乱到治走向由治及兴提供了行动指南。我们坚信，在中国共产党的坚强领导和国家坚定支持下，香港必将再次扬帆远航，在良政善治的崭新篇章中书写新的辉煌。外交部驻港公署将继续坚定支持香港在参与“一带一路”建设上发挥重要作用，拓展发展空间，为香港不断深化同各国各地区更加开放、更加密切的交往合作提供外交助力。今天出席论坛的嘉宾很多是来自香港特区全球各地的法律英才。法治 是共建“一带一路”不可或缺的重要基础和保障。共建“一带一路”为全球法律界人士提供了广阔的事业舞台。希望大家把握机遇，充分用好特区一国两制和普通法的制度优势以及法律服务享誉国际的专业优势，充分发挥法治固根本、稳预期、立长远的保障作用，积极投身香港亚太区国际法律和争议解决服务中心建设，在规则制定和对接、纠纷预防与解决、法治交流和合作等方面贡献专业力量，携手助力香港在参与“一带一路”建设中充分彰显法治的特色和优势，共同支持香港在融入国家发展和民族复兴的伟大进程中创造美好未来。最后，预祝本次论坛取得圆满成功。谢谢大家。
Thank you, Mr. Fang. Please remain on stage. 谢谢方特派员，请留步。May we also invite the two guests of honor, the Honorable Paul Lam, Mr. C.M. Chan, as well as Dr. Thomas So, JP, past President and Chairman of the Belt and Road Committee of the Law Society of Hong Kong, as well as Mr. Fred Kan, Chairman of the Belt and Road Conference Organizing Committee of the Law Society of Hong Kong, to come on stage for a group photo, please. Thank you very much. Please be seated. And today, it is our greatest pleasure to receive the support from the guests from various renowned organizations on site, including the government and statutory bodies, consulate generals, chambers of commerce, professional bodies, universities, and so on. To commemorate this moment, we would like to invite you all for a special group photo. So everyone, please remain seated, and the photographer will take a group photo on stage of all of you.